New moon in Aquarius. All right, so the new moon in Aquarius is taking place in just 3 days. It is January the 26th as I'm recording this, and I'm just going to pull on what it is that we can expect to experience during this time. Holy Spirit, what it is that you want us to know. 808 could be significant for some of you. All right, Holy Spirit, what energies are taking place during this time, during this Aquarius new moon? We got dopamine, dopa gone, or dopa go. All right, so there could be something that's gone right now. You know, some of you may feel like you are lacking energy, or there's going to be a new rush of energy coming in with this new moon after feeling like, you know, you've been drained for some of you. Take that as it resonates. All right, we've got memories comfort us, stop doing so much, and let's be crazy. All right, so this is giving me things from the past that for some of you, you've been caught up in. You know, there may have been a lot of chaos in one of your relationships, and you realize that you were just putting too much energy into this situation and you're letting this situation go. This is giving me wrapping up something karmic. Yeah, in spirit giving confirmation. We have no. All right, so some of you are setting your boundaries when it comes to your relationships and how you show up. You know, you're not having a lot of people pulling on your energy. You're not entertaining the things that you used to. You're coming with a no-nonsense policy. Some of you may find that your patience is a lot shorter. You know, you may just find that, you know, you're not willing to tolerate some of the things that you may have in the past. You know, you're just not in a space where you're willing to let anybody, you know, come towards you or trauma dump or whatever it is. Take that as it resonates. We have back to the basics. All right, and this came out of reverse. Okay, so this is giving me anything that's not healthy, letting it go. Okay, anything that, you know, is not going to be something to grow, letting it go. All right, going back to the basics where you're in your space of your garden and everything is flourishing. All right, everything is prospering. Everything that you touch is going to gold. Nurturing and tending to your basket. Nurturing and tending to your yard. All right, I feel like with back to the basics coming out in reverse, you know, maybe there was some people, for some of you, that weren't tending to what it is that you had appropriately. You know, they were mishandling things. We got to stop repeating the same thing again. Okay, and this came out of reverse. So, yeah, you know, letting go of any cycles that aren't serving you, not going through what you've been through. I feel like this is giving, you know, I'm fed up. You know, I had my share with doing what I used to or going through what I've been through. You know, I'm not putting up with it anymore. This record has played. It has played long enough. Okay, it's time to put on a new record. It's time to hear some new music. It's time to shake things up, to open up the blinds and stop complaining. All right, for some of you, you know, this is giving me, you know, you're not listening to, you know, any gossip, adding to your block list. You know, turning your phone off, putting your phone on airplane mode to just, you know, those signals that aren't inspiring, those signals that you don't want to receive. If you don't want to pick it up, you're not picking it up. You know, if you don't want to take that shift, you're not taking that shift. If you don't want to hear, you know, that conversation, you're not going to answer that call. If you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. That's what this is giving me. All right, we got comfort zone. Let's go out of our comfort zone. You have rights, and sometimes I need help. All right, and all of these came out of reverse. Okay, so I feel like, for some of you, you may have felt like your kindness was abused. Maybe you were overdoing it. Maybe you allow people in your circle that simply just took advantage. They didn't have the respect that you were expecting. They didn't appreciate the rights and the benefits that came with you, and the comfort that you were offering. So with all of these coming out of reverse, I just feel like, this is giving me their time is up. Take that as it resonates, but this is giving me, you realize you have rights, you realize, who you are, and you're just not, you're not willing to entertain people that don't appreciate the help that you give. Or maybe, this was a time where you were alone, and you realized that you didn't have anybody to call on. You didn't have anybody around you that showed up for you the way you needed them to. Take that as it resonates. And then we've got, it's not a big deal. Slowly but surely. And turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking. All right, so these all came out of reverse as well. All right, so I feel like, you weren't moving forward in a connection for some of you. There was a lot of talk. There was a lot of talk in this situation, but there's been enough that's been said, and slowly but surely you're moving on, is what I'm getting. Because this person didn't take you seriously, is what I'm getting. Maybe you tried to work things out with this person time and time again, over and over. You were having the same conversations over and over, bumping your head in the same space in the wall, realizing that you weren't getting anywhere. But now I feel like, this is giving me time is up. You said all that you could say, and now you're ready to maneuver around, move around. At the bottom of the deck, we have, you are good enough as you are right now. And it says there's no planet B. There's no planet B. And please leave a voicemail. To that we have, I can only count on myself. All right, so yeah, I'm getting like strong convictions around independence, strong convictions around, other connections. For some of you, you may be interested in just meeting new people and starting fresh. I feel like for some of you, you're going to be in a space where, you realize that you've been doing it yourself this long. You realize the strength that you carry. You realize, the burdens that you've had on your back, and for the people that may have felt like, they could treat you like you weren't enough, you're like, there is a plan B. There's more in this world. There's millions and billions of people on this earth. I don't gotta settle for this. Okay, you can go right to voicemail. You could go right to that block list. It is nothing to me. I will move on swiftly and be on my own before I have to deal with what I have had to. Like, I don't have a plan B when there's always a plan B. A new venture that serves me. I don't have to settle for anything less. That's what this is giving me. And Aquarius, they're it's said that they have a God complex. And I know a few Aquariuses in my life, and you can't tell them anything. When they have their mindset on something, that's what it is. So that's what this is giving me. It's like, that's what it is. So for some of you, you're going to be feeling like that's what it is. Like, my mind is made up. Take that as it resonates. But this is giving me boundaries. This is giving me standing on business. This is giving me creating a new foundation, creating a new a new beginning, and not tolerating anything that you don't want. All right, not being caught up in your head or emotional about things, and realizing that there is love. For some of you, you're going to be coming out of any space where you have been emotional or overwhelmed emotionally. I'm just going to leave that there. All right, if you made it this far, I appreciate you listening, and let me know if this resonated with you, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.